So let's talk about what you need to know to be a private lender and to do it right, because it is critical to understand the process and what you need to do to protect yourself as a lender. You want to make sure you understand the transaction, you control the transaction in terms of your piece of it. And so you do not want to do a deal if you don't understand the deal. If the borrower cannot explain it to you, explain what the deal is, why it's good for the borrower and why it's good for you. If the borrower has insufficient income to pay you for a month or two of interest, or the whole interest during the loan before they flip it or refinance it, you have to make sure that there is some skin in the game, that they have the ability to repay you. If the property cannot be valued properly, it's sort of a one-off, weird, quirky deal. You have no idea what the comps are. There are no comps. Be very careful about that. Don't ever do a deal without using a third-party escrow or title agent, closing attorney, something like that. Never, ever, 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 triple exclamation point, wire your money directly to a borrower. It must go through a title company, closing agent, attorney's office, something through their trust account, and not dispersed to the borrower until all the documents are signed, any payoffs have been made for judgments or liens, things like that. Very, very important. I've seen a lot of people, not a lot of people, some people lose their shirt because they wired the money directly to the borrower and had absolutely no protection that way. So be careful. Don't do a deal if there's not property insurance. And I like a lender's title insurance policy. Be very careful, and I don't ever do these types of loans on owner-occupied property, because then you get into the Dodd-Frank and the SAFE Act, and you have to be very careful to meet certain laws and regulations if you're loaning on property that is occupied by the borrower as their primary residence. And don't do the deal if your loan is going to be unsecured. People have asked me, I don't do it. I've had people ask me to do business loans and the security is their business. Well, in a lot of cases, that business is just someone's goodwill. So if they walk away, where's the inherent value in the business? What is my collateral? Nothing. Maybe there's some equipment, maybe there's a pickup truck or some materials, but that can go away in a heartbeat too. So I like my loans secured by real estate and only real estate. All right, so again, be comfortable with the deal, the collateral, and the borrower. You want a long-term relationship with your borrower so that you can rinse and repeat this. And so you want to make sure you maintain that excellent relationship. Sometimes things do go south, even with someone you've been working with for years. And in that case, the relationship will obviously sour, but if you're protected with your paperwork, you will get your money back, maybe even more than you have in the deal. But if that doesn't go south, you want to make sure that you keep an excellent relationship so you can keep doing this over and over, rinse and repeat. Your collateral, the house that's serving as security, should be simple and homogeneous, meaning it's very easy to sell. It's like most of the properties around in that neighborhood. It's not some weird castle on the side of the road. It's not some really quirky thing that you'll have a very small audience as a buyer. You want it to be homogeneous. And as I said earlier, I think I said it, if the borrower cannot explain the deal, if the borrower doesn't understand it and they cannot explain it to you, don't fund the deal. The borrower has to understand the deal and be able to articulate why it's a good deal to the borrower and the lender. And you need to verify the value of your collateral, because if your collateral is not worth what you think it is, you're not protected the way you think you are, right?